At last becomes a Sunderland player. Via Newcastle, London, Marseille, Sheffield, Falkirk, Bradford, and at one stage even a job in a local sausage factory, Chris Waddle is now the subject of the Roker roar rather than a mere contributor to it. Having nearly signed for Forest last week, he's joined in with the campaign to keep Sunderland up in time for the move to their new ground. Poignantly, Waddle's 537th appearance in English club football will be his first ever competitive match at Roker Park. The defence that conceded 6 at Chelsea shows one change, with Lee Howie replacing Andy Melville, who's injured. David Kelly makes way for Waddle, and Alex Ray should add some attacking intent. Forest, 3 places and 3 points below Sunderland in the scramble, revert to 4-4-2 today. They'll rely on Van Hooijdonk to alleviate a chronic lack of goals, and with Jurkan suspended, Colin Cooper returns. Like Waddle, as a boy, he was a regular member of the Roker congregation. Owen. Still it's Bridges until eventually Chettle effected a challenge. Only 18 years of age, Michael Bridges. Ray, back to Hall. Space opening up. Blocking tackle was by Colin Cooper. Bridges. Ball. Bracewell. Kubicki. Encouraging start by Sunderland. Here's Ray! Forest just aren't coping with the youngster, and they so nearly paid the price. No question that it was the right option. The attempted lob, and he cleared Crossley with a delicate touch, but not quite the crossbar. Little.
Hold it, hold it!
Van Hooijdonk neatly onto Saunders. No one's picked up Haaland, and that was a very necessary interception by Lee Howie. Phillips to take it. 4 in the box for Forest. The tallest of whom is Van Hooijdonk. Phillips again. Goalkeeper came a long way, and therefore had to make the catch. This is Michael Gray. Waddle is just hugging the left touchline at the moment and waiting for someone to play the ball to him. Bracewell. Kubicki. Ord. Ray. Now it is with Waddle. Bridges, use of the chest, finds Ray, ball! It hit Stuart Pearce. Kevin Ball and Stuart Pearce were probably chiselled from the same piece of granite. Van Hooijdonk certainly decided to go for the spectacular finish, but it was wayward. Gray, what was he doing? Good pass all the way to Michael Gray. Now can he take on Pearce? Chettle's header. Michael Gray has seen plenty of the ball in recent minutes. I wonder if it's significant, therefore, that this has been one of Sunderland's better periods. They've had width and they've had threat. Waddle with the kick. Ball! The captain's done it! Kevin Ball with a super volley! Waddle swung in the perfect corner, and it was met so firmly and so forcibly by Kevin Ball, and it found the back of the net with what to Sunderland fans will look like a lovely ripple. Brian Roy for a second time. Fouled by Bracewell. All 11 Sunderland players are back behind the ball for Phillips' free kick. Van Hooijdonk! Good save by Perez. Laudable mainly because it's about the first save he's had to make all afternoon. and it's arrived with barely a quarter of an hour to go. Nicely curled by Phillips, and it would just have crept beneath the bar. He is the main threat to Sunderland's lead. Gemmell. Van Hooydonk's header, this time it's Bracewell. Stationed on the post. Pearce. Howie's header. Back in again. This is Little! Des Little pulls something from the ashes for Nottingham Forest with a goal less than 4 minutes from the end. It was the long free kick by the caretaker player-manager that caused the problems. Sunderland didn't defend with conviction, and Little swept in his first goal for 18 months. Ord. That's going to fall to Brian Roy. But before he can take possession, referee Alcock draws proceedings to a close. There is a smile from Dave Bassett, which indicates that this away point is more satisfactory for Nottingham Forest than for Chris Waddle and Sunderland. Des Little scored a rare goal just 4 minutes from the end to salvage a point. It means that Sunderland remain 3 points ahead of Nottingham Forest in the scramble, but it means also that there's plenty of anxiety ahead for the supporters of both these clubs.